Welcome back to Funday Racing, everyone, and today is Funday Friday, episode 46. We're almost to a year of these things I've been doing. But it's September 12th, 2025 today. So, as you can see, we're back in the shop today. Nothing exciting going on today. Well, I won't say exciting, but there's been stuff going on today. I'm trying to hold the phone differently here. But let's see here. I don't know what videos you guys are going to get. I don't have anything fully edited yet. I have a few I'm working on. I really like to put an automotive one up, but I still have a few more amusement park videos too. So I'd like to put an automotive one up and then go back to a couple of amusement parks, a couple of automotives. Try to keep the thing bouncing around the way it needs to do it. But we'll see what happens overall. I'm not sure at this point in time. I know I got some stuff I got to do. So as to what video you guys are going to get, I'm not sure. It might be replacing the brake line on my daughter's truck. It might be King's Dominion because that one's almost done, but I got to shoot an outro on both of those and then finish editing them up. So I don't know where we're at. Another thing that I would like to discuss with all of you is subscribers. I've really been trying not to talk about it too much. We're at 233, I believe, or 234. I'm not sure. I think it's 233 when I looked a little while ago. And I'd really like to get more subscribers. I'd really like to see 500 by the end of the year. That's kind of a goal. The other day I kind of set mentally for myself. So I'm going to speak it into existence. I really want to hit 500 subscribers by January 1st. Well, technically December 31st at 12:59 or 11:59. Yeah, I'll get it straight sooner or later. No, I won't. But I'd really like to get more subscribers. And what I need to do to work towards more subscribers, I don't know. Comment if you guys got an opinion. Let me know. Comment what kind of video you guys want next. You want an automotive or you want an amusement park? Let me know. Get down there in the comments and tell me what you guys want to see. We're out here in the shop, as you can tell. We've been at the car club most of the morning, mowing grass and then breaking down tires because tomorrow's the county tire day. So the tires are going to go to the county tomorrow and get rid of them. So that's a project for me. And then we got to get the hearse. Got to get the hearse ready for Hearse Fest coming up next weekend. It starts, runs, drives. It's all back together from what I did. I gotta go get the valve cover from a friend of mine who fixed it for me, because as you can tell, that's just kind of the space taker valve cover that's on it. It's supposed to have the aluminum one like that, but it cracked. I might actually buy another set. I know where there's some at for sale, so I might buy another set. Gotta clean the interior and rewire the stereo a little bit. Cleaning the interior is her department. And then I gotta fix the stereo because it doesn't work. And then I gotta rewire and make the amps and stuff mounted and work properly. Just a lot of odds and ends to do on this car. So I don't know if I've said it already or not. Like, share, subscribe. And I know I mentioned comment, but comment if you would, please. We're gonna get this done and out of here. I got a quick brake job I need to do, but that's not anything I'm probably gonna video. We got Kirky's truck coming in next. It's going to get the cab off, get oil cooler, head studs, a bunch of work done to that 6.4 up pipes. We're just going to throw the kitchen sink at it, and hopefully it'll last for a while once we get that done. And we're still working on, got to get all of this cleaned up so the bikes can go over there and I can bring my car here. I get the motor out of my car soon. We should have already had it out, but I've been slacking. So we got to get the motor out of my car, get my motor, get the other motor, get all of that down to Jim at JCE so we can go through it and get it ready for next year because, well, I want it ready for next year. I don't want to have to use the rent-a-ride again next year. But I'm doing a pretty good job of rambling today because I haven't done that in a while. For anybody in the monster truck world or likes monster trucks, we lost Dan Runte last weekend in a motorcycle accident. Come to find out, nobody really talked about it, but it's a sad loss, and it was unexpected. He was a great guy. I got to meet him once at the Bigfoot open house I think it was 2000, 2001. I'm not sure, somewhere in there. Great guy, you know. Everything I've ever heard about him, he's a great guy. And it's a loss for the monster truck community. So, you know, please remember him. And if you like monster trucks, there's a big tribute. And he was a big driver for Bigfoot. And if you watch like the plane jump and a bunch of long jumps and a bunch of other stuff he did, that was all Dan Runte. He was you know, Bob Chandler started it. Him and Jim Kramer pretty much started it, and the two of them drove the trucks in the beginning. And Jim Kramer, I think, drove into the mid to late 80s. And then in the early 90s, like 91, 92, from the video I watched today, which, yes, I watch videos too, said was when Dan Runte started driving. So from then on, he was kind of like Mr. Bigfoot. So it's a loss for the monster truck community. I know for them it was a sudden loss, you know, and nobody expected it. So I know Bigfoot has not been doing the company, and I give them a lot of respect. They were closed like Monday and Tuesday, and then they got back on the old book of face and said, hey, we're not opening it all this week while we deal with this. So props to them for doing what they should do and taking care of family, because for them, that's who it was. I don't know what else to talk about, boys and girls. We got it, like I said, got to get going on my car. We got a lot of good ideas for my car. Need to get, I'm not quite sure where you were at, but my daughter rudely interrupted us. Anyways, I'm not going to drone this out forever. We just got to get motivated here in the shop. The next month and a half is absolute craziness with all the Halloween stuff and stuff we're doing. We got Hearst Fest next weekend. So if you're anywhere near Fowlerville or Hell, Michigan, come see us. We will be there with the hearse. Weekend after, we got a concert. Then we got Cedar Point coming up. We got Kings Island coming up. There's a race we're going to check out maybe. Just a lot of stuff going on. We're going to go to Six Flags on Sunday. Great America. I got to activate my new passes. So we got a lot going on the next couple of months. And then it's going to be Cutlass and cars and trucks and everything. We got a lot of stuff to get done. I still have to pull the stuff out of this beast over here and see it. There's a lot going on, but I need garage space. I really need to build another building, but that's not in the budget anytime soon. But we got too many toys, and then I don't know. I keep wanting more, but I got to get some of the ones I have done, like the GTO. That needs to happen if my Cutlass would quit breaking. But somehow that doesn't happen. So we need to get on the GTO eventually. I feel bad that it's still sitting in the same spot. Got to get me a TKX transmission for it. That is the next major part we need for that one, so I can test fit everything and see if it fits the floor like it needs to. And then eventually that's going to go to, I was going to try to do the body work myself, but I don't think that I want to tackle that myself. That car, I want it to be nice. It doesn't have to be show quality, but I want it to be nice. And that's not something I think I want to try to tackle by myself. So, yeah, I'm going to ship that off to have that done at Black Sheep Auto Body. Who has my wife's 64 right now. When that's done, we're probably going to swap cars. But I got to make sure the floor is going to fit. And a couple other things I want to do. And never ends, boys and girls, never ends. So now that I think I'm done droning on and you guys haven't watched to the end, and if you have, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure and check out my brother's channel, Crew W Racing. Make sure you check out Copper Cutlass's channel, Copper Cutlass. He's been doing a lot of racing and a lot of stuff I wish I had been doing. We did race, and that video will be coming out sometime. I got a lot of editing to do on that one because I did a roll bar camera. I did a window camera. I wanted a third camera on the outside of the car, but the person who I asked to do it didn't video nothing. Nada. Zip. So, no outside the car footage, but we got inside the car footage. And we actually went a few rounds in the rent-a-ride. If you've watched other videos, you know what the rent-a-ride is. So, check out them channels. Like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. All the stuff we need to do. Let's get me up and let's get them subs coming in. So, I'm going to keep trying to get videos out and content and all that fun stuff. I got some. I got to get them done. I'm going to get them out. And we will catch you all in the next